Hey guys, hey, how you guys doing? Hey, I know it's been about a week now, man, or so, maybe a couple weeks. I haven't made an episode here on the YouTube podcast. So I am going to talk about a little something today. Long distance relationships. Let's talk about it. So, my opinion on long distance relationships is don't do it. Don't do it. Plain and simple, don't do it. Long distance relationships never work. I'm almost inclined to tell whoever tries to make me believe that they had successful long distance relationship that they're lying. Now, I know just because yours didn't work, don't mean others don't work. Okay, so if it's a possibility, it's a possibility. But I'm willing to bet 9 times out of 10 it don't work. First of all, they're horrible. They're horrible. You never know what the girl's doing. You can't be loyal in a long distance relationship because you never know what the girl's doing. She never knows what you're doing. You guys talk on the phone or on the internet now. These days, it's probably going to be on a Snapchat or group chat. Not a group chat, but FaceTime or whatever the case may be. And you guys are going to try to work it out or try to have a long distance relationship. And it's a horrible decision, man. It's a horrible thing to do. Especially if you catch really deep feelings for the person. Like if you catch deep feelings for the person, then now you know you got to talk to him all day long. You can't see him at the end of the night. Or you got to wake up and can't see him. So it consumes you, man. It consumes your every freaking thought. It consumes your every mind. It distracts you from your daily activities. Of course, I'm telling you this from experience. I attempted to have a long distance relationship one time, and it was bad, man. It was really, really bad. I mean, I had some good times. Don't get me wrong. We had some great conversations. The feeling that I felt for her really, really was strong during the conversation. Even when I wasn't talking to her. But the problem was, if I wasn't talking to her, only thing I could do was think about what she was doing, or wanting to see her, or wanting to talk to her. It was a very uncontrollable situation. I mean, things that you cannot. I ain't gonna say control, but things. Yeah, I guess I can say that things you can't control. Like seeing them. Like you can't control that. You never get to really see them unless you try to do it online. FaceTime or something like that. And at the time that I was having my long distance relationship, the internet really wasn't, big. I mean, it was, the internet, but a lot of people wasn't doing FaceTime at the time. It wasn't really a popular thing back then. So my long distance relationship was mainly on the phone, and texting, and Facebook messages and stuff like that. There was really no FaceTime, so we really we didn't really use it because, like I said, it wasn't really popular. So we didn't do it, much. We didn't sit face to face and talk to each other. Now that I think about it, I don't know why we didn't attempt to do that or try to do that. I don't remember if we even ever talked about it. We might have, but I don't remember. So I don't know why we never attempted to do that. But it was besides the few times, that I felt good talking to her, or the few times that it felt good, getting off the phone with her and knowing that she was supposedly my girl, and it was never long lived because like I said, I was always wondering what was going on, like wondering what she might have been doing, or really wanting to see her, stuff of that nature. It wasn't. And then when the relationship ended, before we even got a chance to see each other, I remember one time during this. Now this was crazy. I'm going to tell you guys this. This is crazy. One time during this is how I know it was probably a false relationship. I mean, it was a false relationship, but it probably was just something for both of us to do, not meaning in it. I mean, I can honestly say that I caught some real feelings. But I don't know. But see, one time I had to go home. I had to go home back to where I was from, where she was at, where the long distance relationship was taking place, where she was at. And it was all, we planned the whole time. And, when I get there, I'm going to be able to see her. We're going to get together and things of that nature. But see, when I got home, I did attempt to want to see her. I did text her a few times and attempt to call her and want to see her, but she kind of ignored me, man. She really did. She kind of avoided my phone calls. I mean, we talked a few times, but every time I would say, well, I'm going to be over here, come and meet me over such and such, or can I come over there, or whatever the case may be, it was always an excuse of why I couldn't. Or she had something to do and we could meet up the next day, and it never happened. So I remember one time I was riding down the street. I actually was driving a car and riding down the street, and I was coming up to a store that we frequent at when I lived there, and I seen her coming down the street. I said, oh, there she goes right there at the store. And then as I was coming towards, closer I got, she noticed me in the car, and I seen her look right at me and noticed me, and then duck behind the building. You know what I'm saying? She ducked behind the building, and then when I get there, when I get up to the store, for some reason, she wasn't even in the store. I don't know how the freak she got away, but she got away quick. When she ducked behind that building, she must have ran around the building or ran around the corner, to get away, to avoid seeing me. So it was that type of situation. But like I said, it was kind of fun. It gave me something to do. At the time, I was going through some things. I was very vulnerable. I was going through a bad time. It was so having that long distance relationship helped me in many ways, because it gave me something to do to help me, distract me from some of the things I was going through at the time. But it still was, to put it this way, it's something I would never, ever do again. And I was just talking to this young lady here that works up here at the mall where my restaurant is at. And she was talking about the same thing. That's what gave me the idea to talk about this. I'm going to play a clip of our little conversation we was having. And I was telling her, it's not a good thing now. I feel like she's in her feelings because her longest relationship or her online phone conversation relationship is not working. And you'll hear, I'm not going to mention her name because I really don't want to put her, business out there like that. But you'll hear the little clip of us talking right now. So check this out and I'll be right back.
You heard? Like, come on, what? So that means if I get married to you in the future, what you gonna do? Every problem we go through, you gonna sit here and vent to my friends about our problems
right.
Instead of talking it out with me?
Yeah, that's
so
bad.
So I have a reason to not trust you at all.
That's right. That's
because,
bad.
I mean, you're saying you don't have trust for me, but my trust for you is gone completely because that means every problem we go through, you're going to sit there and vent to people about our problems.
Run to your problem.
And you're
run to somebody else.
People in our relationship.
Which is the baddest, worstest thing you can do in a relationship.
And they're going to sit there and speak stuff in your ear. And then when me and him was on FaceTime, he screen shared his phone and he literally didn't show me the top messages. He showed me the bottom. It was like he was cutting off the top because him and her were talking about me. Instead of her being a true friend and coming and tell me what he's saying.
So this is your friend you're talking about?
This is my friend. And instead of her coming and telling me about problems that he's seeing to her, she hides it and keeps it and don't say nothing.
Yeah, because she probably like him or he like her.
So I don't know. They talking about, she was like, oh, no. She was like, I don't have no feelings towards him or da-da-da. She was like, I'm not like that. I'm not that type of female. She was like, for you to even think that, it don't matter. I don't want nobody in our relationship because it's not yours. It's not, why are you?
Not her business.
It's not her business. So that means, because, when you get married and everything, you're going to have your ups and downs. You can't have it's not, you involving somebody else about our problems. You could be sitting here working it out with me. Not wasting your time over here venting problems to somebody.
Yeah, but to be truthful with you, that's just That's bad. You shouldn't be in a relationship like that. Because 9 times out of 10, either he or her is trying to get with each other. Or they like each other, or they trying to be sneaky. Something's going on. None of that is ever innocent. That's the way I believe.
Right. And the number, the thing too, he gave her his number.
Yeah, well, you know that's wrong. You know that's wrong.
Like, come on now.
If he's supposed to be with you,
and
why
then he drags it on, oh, we'll get back together one day.
Tell you that?
Told me that. What?
Yeah. And you don't need no answer. You don't really need no answer to that. You know the answer.
Right.
You know what you got to do.
I know.
Yeah. You know what you got to do.
And then he was like, oh yeah, because at the beginning I was like, okay, well, will you try to work with me so we can try to make work this out? He was like, yeah. You think he texted me first at all? I always have to text and he'll respond. He ain't text me yesterday. He ain't say nothing. Guess what? I didn't either. Okay. And I'm not gonna say anything to him today.
Okay, so let me ask you something. Is this a relationship that you know the guy?
Yeah, I know.
You've seen the guy before?
Yeah, I've seen him before.
And y'all spent time together before?
Not in person.
Online. Yeah.
Like we call, we FaceTime and everything.
Yeah, that's never a good idea.
Like my thing, it's just crazy because you sit here and say all this stuff. And you say all this, and you was like, oh yeah, I worked with you through the ups and downs, but boom, when it start getting rocky, you over here venting your problems to other people. And then you sit there and expect me to be all okay with it. Then his other friends will sit there and tell him lies instead of him coming to me and telling me and asking me, did I say this or that? He didn't do that.
Yeah, it's just, I get your frustration, I understand it. But it's always a bad idea to have phone or internet relationships anyways.
Yeah.
That stuff is crazy. That stuff really don't work out. They really don't. I ain't trying to, make you feel bad or anything, but that stuff don't work out. I had one long distance relationship one time in my life. It probably was the craziest thing I've ever did in my life, to think that it was going to work out, but I had to fell in love with the girl for some reason. I think I was just lonely. I was at a bad time in my life. I was lonely. I was vulnerable, going through some things. But I knew the girl. I just didn't. We wasn't living in the same. She was living in New York. I was living in Florida. But I knew her. I knew her from when I lived in New York. But we ended up connecting online. While I was in Florida, she was in New York, and we just talked so much that we started, kind of getting feelings for each other. And so we called ourselves trying to have a relationship online and on the phone. That doesn't work. That never works. Ever. And I don't care who tell you that it worked for them, they're lying. That never works. So, you just gotta, fill it out and do what you gotta do, man. Just be friends with the cat. Don't try to be in a relationship with him. Just be friends with him. Let you do you while you're here. Let him do him while you're there. And just stay friends with him. And then one day, maybe y'all can meet up in person and get something going. But until then, I don't think you should try to have a relationship with him.
Yeah, to be honest.
For real.
Yeah, and then with the girl,
Yeah.
I'm gonna add in her too.
Yeah.
It was one friend.
Do you know her? Personally or online?
No, it was online, but it was I got close with her though.
Online.
Before him. Yes.
Oh, okay. So you never met her personally?
We were all planning on meeting up in person.
Right.
Not the dude yet. It was my group.
Gotcha.
Because we had a group chat and everything.
Gotcha.
And I'm the one that brought him into it.
Right.
Her even getting close with him, then she gonna use the excuse, well, I'm sorry if I'm a clingy friend. I don't care. You don't get clingy with another friend's person.
Right.
I don't care. That don't justify nothing.
Yeah.
But it's all good, because, he don't want to, if you don't text me, I'm not gonna text you.
Yeah.
I'm so tired of always texting people first.
Like I said, yeah. I'm with you on that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm with you on that. That frustrates the hell out of me too. I'm trying to keep in touch with people.
They're not putting in the work.
They're not putting in the work. So I decided that I wasn't gonna do it no more. I ain't calling nobody.
Sometimes they'll randomly come out the blue and text you, hey, how you doing?
Yeah, and then you say what's up to them.
You say, hey, but I'm not gonna be all detailed like I was before.
Right, don't go out your way if they're not going to treat you the same way,
Right.
give you the same.
And if he called me, be like, oh,
They're not going to give you the same energy, then you got to drop your energy.
Right.
Plain
And the thing
simple.
is, they'll start to see that your energy is different towards
Exactly.
them, and that's going to start to irritate them. And oh well.
Exactly. But you can't let
it.
it stress you out, though. That's for sure.
Definitely.
Because it's really, like I said, I ain't trying to be harsh, but it's really not a real relationship.
Yeah.
You know. But you be alright. You figure it out.
Yeah.
I know that one time I did it was the last time. I said, I ain't never doing that shit again. Never. So, if you can hear it in her voice, man, you know, she's kind of hurting too, and I was just letting her know, look, it's not a good thing, man. You know what you got to do, man. You know, just be friends. You know, because me and the girl, we're still friends. You know what I'm saying? We don't talk, you know, that much anymore, you know, because, you know, I'm married now, so I don't talk to her and stuff like that, you know, just to get out of respect for my wife. But the girl, I told her, just be friends, you know, but don't try to have a relationship with them, because that long distance online stuff, it's not going to work. As you can hear me telling her, it's not going to work. So, yeah, so I just wanted to talk about that a little bit there for a minute, man, to pass a little time away here at the mall, making my burgers, my famous burgers and hot dogs and Philly cheesesteaks, chicken wings and things of that nature. It has slowed down quite a bit here in the last hour, so I'm probably going to end up packing up here soon and heading out of here. Come back on Monday. I don't know about Monday. Maybe not Monday. Probably Tuesday, maybe. But we'll see. We'll see. It might be. I might come back Monday morning. I usually will take Monday and Tuesday off, but a lot of times I like to come on Monday and I'll take Tuesday and Wednesday off. So I'm gonna cut it out right now and get off here and see what I need to do to end my day or my afternoon. So I just want to talk to y'all real quick about that. Long distance relationships, don't do it. This is Maurice Sugabear Williams signing off. Talk with y'all soon. Later.